everyone, this is Connie
And Skip.
with Midwest Wanderer. We're in Bemidji in Minnesota's Northwoods.
This is our starting point for our trip on the Great River Road. And Lake Bemidji is interesting because the Mississippi River comes in at one end and flows out the other end.
And it's actually shaped like a foot. And legend has it that it was Paul Bunyan's footprint when he was walking through the area, filled with water, and became a lake. And we stopped and saw the statue of Paul Bunyan and his blue ox Babe tonight.
Yep. And on the way up here, we went through the twin cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul, and we'll be featuring that a little bit later in our trip. But on the way here, we stopped at the Lindbergh House in Little Falls, Minnesota.
Yeah, I really like the house. It actually has 90% of the furnishings are original. It's where Charles Lindbergh grew up. He moved there when he was 5 months old. Yeah, lived there till he was 18 and went to college, which he never finished. There are a lot of very interesting stories about Charles Lindbergh.
And they tell his involvement in flying across the Atlantic, solo flight, first person to do a solo flight nonstop from the U.S. to Europe.
Yeah, besides the house, there's a small museum, had a couple of little theaters in it where you could watch some films. So it's really neat. And it's actually in the Charles Lindbergh State Park. And the state park actually used to own the house, and they turned ownership over to the Little Falls Historical Society. It was a historical society anyway. And so, yeah, that was real interesting. So we got here and took a couple pictures of Paul Bunyan and Babe, and it was drizzling outside, and we were really hungry, so we went off to eat. And we ate at Bar 209, which I had read about their fish tacos, their walleye tacos, and being the state fish of Minnesota, you have to have walleye at least once. So we had it in the form of tacos. And
on our first day in Minnesota.
Yeah, and had cheese curds too, which were really good. And some interesting beers. I had a blueberry ale, which was kind of sweet, but I don't like real hoppy beers, so it was perfect for me.
And I had a local brew that they feature on their menu.
So we're looking forward to tomorrow. We're headed to the Lake Itasca.
Right, the headwaters for the Mississippi River.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to be going from that point on down the Mississippi, the Great River Road, down to the Quad Cities. And that's going to take us a couple of weeks to do. So stay tuned. We're going to be featuring lots of places along the Great River Road.
So for now, goodbye.
Bye.